Hey, there we go. It's time for some cleanup. Time for some cleanup. So let's see. First of all, we're gonna check this over, like so. This is happening, right? This is happening. Happening. This looks to be happening too. Yep, this looks to be happening too. So let's clean the outside up. Let's clean the outside up. First things first. I want to have a found encased industrial beam. In the assembler needs concrete. Interesting. Needs concrete. Interesting. That is an achievable objective. So, however, let's clean up the bases first. Let's clean up the bases first. So, we have the concrete coming in here. That's ugly as hell. Got the copper coming in here. Also ugly as hell. Let's delete this. Let's delete these. Now the copper goes over here. Now the copper comes over here. Can't have that. So let's clean copper up. We need to clean copper from the outside. I don't want to dismantle. I don't want to dismantle anything. Let's clean it up from the outside, like so. Alrighty, so we do have a machine here. We do have a power pole here. We need to repower everything. Let's get rid of this. Okay, also, these are level 1er. I don't want to have level 1. These are 6ers, so all of this needs upgrading. First and foremost, I need to clean this up. First and foremost, let's clean this. So, all the things here are level 1. All the things need cleanup. Okay, so everything here needs cleanup. Let's upgrade these. Let's upgrade everything here first. What are you? You're the out. You're the out. So you're my out, which means you're my in. Which means you're my in. Which means everything here needs an up. Okay, this is also not what I want, so let's disable everything. So... Alrighty, so... I want this to be straight. I want this to be straight. That is an inconvenient belt mode. This is not, however. I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna remove you. Now I'm gonna drag it along this. Not like so, though. That was a stupid drop. Be able to get up there. No, I'm actually not able to get here. Ah, there we go. The magic off. Conveyor belt. So this is where we need to go. Like so. But I need to encase this in a little building. Need to encase this in a little building. So let's make it a little building. Make this a little building. I want to have a different window. Let's take the triple window. Let's take the frame window here. Let's take the frame window. Okay, so let's take the frame window here. Okay. Okie dokie, so in facto, ipso facto, this needs to be deleted. I have the frame window here. So this over here, like so. Get a door here. Now we need this one and this one to be conveyor belters. Conveyor belters. Means delete, delete. Delete you. Means delete you. In fact, delete you. Interesting. Which means delete you as well. Copy this boy. And do it like so. Which probably means that I will pull this straight into here. And pull this out straight in here. Alrighty, so it is this way. I'm fine with that. But even though it looks symmetrical, and it looks not, I want this one to be this one. Like so. Wonderful. Which means window frames. Up in here, up in here. Like so. Then need a 2 down. 2 down. Can't build that yet. Okay. Flat roof. This one. Now I need to... I'd like to get up there. But my 2-meter wall is fine. So. Okay, so let's continue with the base building. Now these need adjustment later, so let's adjust them. Everything needs to be repowered as well. I will not make this building very high because I still want to have my lookout. Still want to be able to look out of this base. I'm gonna make this one pretty darn flat. What? Eh? What? Ah! Oh, that explains it. That explains it. Now let's make this pretty flat. I don't want to have much of a view blocker. I don't want to have much of a view blocker. Okay, so goody. Let's see how much of the view I have. If I've blocked too much of the view, I might need to move. Yeah, I've pretty much blocked the entire view. Yeah, I've pretty much blocked the entire view. That base. Don't like this. I need to move all of this. I need to move all of this. I don't like this view. Let's move the entire base. Let's move the entire base. I don't like this view. Like, the idea is great of that base, but I need to move this base. I don't like this view at all. This needs to go. All of this needs. All of this needs to go. I need to get copper somewhere else. I need to get copper somewhere. I need to move the entire copper line. I'm not happy with this. Now, where am I moving them? Am I moving them over here? That might actually look pretty nice. This is bad, so let's get no height, apparently. Let's redo this entire thing. Not happy with this, let's redo this entire thing. This I might leave. This I might leave because this might look nice. We need to check it out though. Oop, this is bad. Can't do mass deconstruction. So, I think I got everything. Almost. Let's get this out. Out. This out. This. Depending on how much this blocks my view, I need to... I might bring it over here. I might bring it over here, really. But I kind of want to have it on the other side. I have so much stuff on this side. I want to bring it to the other. Which, again, achievable. Let's redesign. However, I need to see how much of that how much of that base is blocking my view. That tunnel, that is. It is blocking it quite. So we're gonna remove the entire tunnel. We're gonna move the entire tunnel. Which is fine. That gives me, however, the ability to maybe bring stuff in here. Bring stuff in here and go this direction. This entire thing needs to go. This entire thing needs to go. Like so. Now, let's bring this straight here and let's make a walkway over there. Let's modernize everything. Because everything was built just like I plocked it down. I can't have that. That looks just horrible. Now, this thing also is not powered yet, but it's whatever, I can easily fix that. Easily fix that. So, I can easily bring, however, this material over the side. That is like the chillest thing ever. So let's bring it to the middle for now. The miner. Let's see what I can do with the miner. If I build it like that, it clips into everything. If I do it like that, I could maybe bring it... Maybe I can bring it... If I step it up once... I step it up one. It might look nice. Is this the same height? I think it is. I think it is the same. So let's get it down to the ground. We haven't really like set this in... haven't really set this in motion. So organization, foundation. Pull the foundation here because I have built all the foundation so everywhere else. Have done the foundation. So if I want to bring this guy over here, I need to bring it pretty much here. I need to bring it pretty much. Get rid of some stones. Like so. I would like to get it over there. But this is obviously not in the cards, but this is in the cards. This is obviously in the cards. So. Foundations. Like so. Concrete pillar. So. I should have zoomed this one. Like so. Have that flow over here. Have this be, I don't know, here looks pretty good. have this flow like so. So. Then we'll make a small little outpost here. Yeah, make a small little outpost here. So, one is enough, but I always gonna do two. Always gonna do two. Let's make a small little base here that will become the copper base. Let's see. Make a small little base called the copper base. Now I have no idea how many smelters I need. Probably 8. So 8 smelters each. So we need 8 smelters. So first of all, I need to connect this to the main base. So I need to connect this to the main base, and we have a walkway here. We do have a walkway here. Right at the stone passage. No, the stone passage is actually this one. So this is actually the door. So this is actually the door. Since this is actually the door, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna 2-step each. So 1, 2. Not enough. 4. Like so. Dum dum. This. Then 2 down. 2 down should actually meet up. No, it's not. Is it meeting up? No, it's not meeting up because this is 1 down. Aha. Now it is meeting up. Now it is meeting up at the base. Now I can have 1 step to get myself in like so. I have 1 step to get it in line like so. And I'm gonna build myself a tunnel? A tunnel? It would look nice. Because it's not pretty straight, and if I build myself a tunnel, that would actually align things properly. If I were to build myself a tunnel, conveyor hole wall, conveyor wall, oh. So, like so. Conveyor lift hall like so, because now I can visit the base, which is important to me. If I ever need to do maintenance, I can just visit the base. However, I can visit the base from the bottom. I can't visit it from the top yet. But for now, this is just fine. Let's make this not floaty. Because I don't like floaty buildings. I think this looks pretty good. Get a conveyor wall here. Now let's get a design going. Let's get a design going. So okay, so our walls Because now my view is not disturbed. Like so. Alrighty. This, and this. Everything looks nice. Let's bring the copper here. Question is, do I combine the copper? Or do I do separate line? I think I'm gonna do separate. I'm gonna do separate. I think I'm gonna do separate. Now, I need a way here. I need a way here. Means I need to put this on duty. Now can I have... Hey, this looks quite nice. So... have this like so. Now, since this is technically walk only, or belt only, would rather. I only want to get rid of... Well, let that tree live, I guess. So, how am I going to... So this is a 2 meter, right? I need... do I need a 2? I think I need a 2. Does that look off? No, that actually looks just about perfect. That just looks about perfect. Fortunately, we have a big giant tree here in the middle that needs to get rid of. Let's get rid of it over here. So we leave this one. I don't like this particular fern, so this fern needs to go. The fern, or is that a tree? There's a tree, goddammit. So, alrighty, because I want to preserve the pristineness of the world. So... let's see, can I just build it like so? And 2 meter walls, is that a thing? That looks like a thing. And it definitely is a thing. Alrighty, so... 1 meter wall. Like so. Put this here. Here. Let's just finish the wall up like so. And now let's get the conveyor belts over. I need power over there, but I'm not worried about power currently. I do like how this looks, so I'm gonna give this the old willy-nilly over there. So we have like this sand bagging going on. I do like this. I do like this a lot. Oh, this is not in the right color. Alrighty, so view is not obstructed, which is good. View is not obstructed. So I do like this, so I can have a nice view on the outside. Big fan. Now let's just get conveyor belting. So. This one takes the inside pole off the road. Like so. That one takes the inside portion of the road. Oh, this one still has power. And this one obviously will take the outside. That area. Now, does that clip ever so slightly? It does clip ever. Still clips. Doesn't clip. So we're gonna put all of that to the test. However, this is a little bit too far. So I need to get this bend a little unbendy. This bend needs to go around about here, I think. Now this bend go. Perfect. Why is this not going perfectly? Oh well, if you wanna behave like that, we can play that game. Hey? Am I going crazy? Why are you bending this way? Are you off angle? I think you're off. Why is everything off angle? Now it isn't. Ha! Well, you know. Well, you know. Now, is it now off angle? Is it curving still? I don't think it is. No, it's just playing tricks on me. Not curving anymore. Okay. Alrighty, almost there. So, let's get over there. Obviously, it's not long enough. Great. Why is it? Take it over here. Like so. Great, great, great. Both of them are coming in. Get that one in here. Let's get that one in. You know what? Let's make it straight. Looks nicer. Looks nicer this way. Alrighty. So we do have a walkway. However, I need to get power over there. Why do you still? Question. Why do you still have? You do not. Where is the iron coming? Where is the iron coming? Oh, why is there a bend? Oh, why is there a bend here? Why is there a bend? Are you bendy? Oh. Why are you bending? Oh, this needs to be... This straight now? I think it is. Oh my god, there's a slight bend in there. Really? How? How in the world is there a slight bend in there? How is there a slight bend in here? Oh my god. Why is there so much bending going? Well, there's a slight bend, but I really wouldn't care less. There is a slightest bend and not care less. How is there ore on here? How is there ore on there? Don't matter, we need power. We need power, and our power situation is currently coming from... Where is it coming from? Which cable? Which cable is our power coming from? Our power is coming from here. Our power is coming from this cable. This cable is what gets the power to the entire... If I cut this, production is done. So this cable right here, where is the tower? This tower right here connects to this guy and gives us all of the power that we need. So we need a proper power solution before we continue. Let's get ourselves a proper tower solution. A power solution. So, we have a power plug here. Let's get a power plug here. Here. I'd like to avoid the windows if I can. I would like to avoid the windows. I would like to avoid the window if I can. Now this needs to be a double. This right here needs to be a double outlet. Another object's clearance. Really? Really? Object clipping. Really? Object clipping. Interesting. As an electrical engineer, this would probably short something. We need our double outlet right here. We need this double outlet like so. Okay, we're getting somewhere though. Ah, we've done that at the end of the conveyor belt. Sure, can do that. Now let's connect everything. Okay, this is a good power distribution already. Good. However, no power is flowing into those cores. Is power flowing into you? Yes. You are flowing power correctly, but to where? Probably there. So let's hook up everything here. We haven't produced power into these things. Let's introduce power over here. So where are you heading, power? I think you head for 2. Like so. If I power you, I should be able to almost power this guy to him. Means I should be able to delete at least this power line. The system still runs. Okay. Now this line is feeding this one. This one should be feeding this one, which means I can disable this power line. Now. Okay. Which means this power line right here is currently feeding off of this power line. And this power line is exclusively feeding this, however, this is no longer connected. Now it is. Okay. Don't need to produce anything currently, but yeah. So, we are getting further into the puzzle though. We're getting further ahead into the puzzle. Okay. I don't really like how this droops, honestly. Really don't like how this droops, so we're gonna take it one line higher. That's much. I don't like how it droops. So this also needs to be updated. Let's power line exit this, like so. Alrighty. So we're getting somewhere. Stuff is moving. That's cool. Now we need to bring power out into here. And we're gonna do that probably by sneaking out a power line. Yeah, let's sneak out the power line. Let's sneak out the missing materials. Interesting. Missing rods. Always the wrong container. Always the wrong container. Container. Anything else? Find out. Okie dokie. So. I'm just gonna sneak power. I'm just gonna drop myself wall outlet. Sneak power through it here. And let's just sneak it like means same thing here. Wall outlets. Since once these guys are upgraded, they're no longer in need of me. Like so. These things are now kind of sneakily. I don't like how this droops. That's a bit better. Everything here should be connected, so this should go live. And it is. This one should go live as well. And it is. Wonderful. Great, so now these guys need upgrading. The Miner Mark II. I have everything for the Mark IIs. I have everything for the Mark IIs. Grab it. Indu beam. Let's go 4 of these. I technically only need 2 of these, but let's take 4 of these. Indu beam. Let's get half of the Indu beam stack. And the Frame. Frame are being produced. Hello there, Fox! Welcome to Chillfactory. Get a frame. I need to get outside. I currently don't really have an outside door. I don't need to work on that one. Currently don't have an outside door. Let's upgrade 2 miners. Like so. Boop. That's number 1. And boop, that's number 2, which means these guys are now 120 per minute, which I can upgrade to 240 per minute since we separated the bells. That is what we shall do. Then we have a Mark III copper factor. Can do a lot with that. We can do a lot with that. Let's get some power shards into the inventory because we need to do this side as well. Let's get some power shards into the inventory. We have 5 of them still here. We still have a few of them here and a few of them here. Let's do some power shards. Let's see how many we can build. So around 39. Oh, it's 29. Oh, 29. Okay, we have 29 of those. Getting the power shards into the miners is a really good thing. More material to work with, that's nice. I need to make myself a walkway here. I think I'm gonna take you and I'm gonna turn you into a door. I'm gonna turn you into a door. I want to have 2 of these things so we can produce 240 per minute. That's a nice number. 2 of you, 240 per minute. Nice number. And now we go into the copper factory. And turns out this is the new copper factory. And let's get the copper factory into a foundry. Or, yeah, technically a foundry. So we have not combined these things, so we have the ability to place down 8 smelters. We have the ability to place down 8 smelters. So we're gonna take it from here. 8 per side, so we need 8 per side. I feel like this is not enough of space. I'm gonna take it one step. Let's do it like so. Is there enough place for the... Nope, there's not enough place. So smelter. We want it at least here, I guess. So we want this touching. So if I do this, we want this at least touching this line, so one step further, like so. This is not enough space. This is not a lot of space. So if we merge this, this should work. Yes, okay, this worked. Just barely. It's a bit squishy, but it works. So, let's not do that. Let's configure it into an into a copper ingot. And now we can paste it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have lots of space here, pretty good, which means we can sync the access. Again, we want to sync as much of the access as we can. We want to sync as much of the access as we can. Oh, I've produced one too much. That is wonderful. Now we need the merger. So this goes green arrow towards. This is not in line. Where did I do the mistake? There, I did a mistake here. This is not in line, which means these three need to go. These three need to go. I've done a boo-boo. Let's check as everything is in line. So this is good. This is also good. Okay, now everything is in line. Okay. Now everything is in line. Now we need this one. Couldn't have made this smaller. Not gonna lie. Couldn't have made this smaller. This is very, very tight everywhere. This is very, very tight. But it will work. However, I feel like syncing this will be difficult. Because this is technically producing more iron ore than I can actually transport with the belts. The belts are actually not strong enough to transport everything. If I sync it with a merger. So technically I need 2 sinks here. So, that is only the output side, so we still need to do the input side. In this case is a splitter technique, once again. We can touch the glass, just about. So let's see if touching the glass is actually in line with... Yes, it is. So, touching the glass is in line. However, let's see. This will be a bit difficult to maintenance if I actually do it like that. But it will be less parts if I do it. This will be a bit more difficult to maintenance. But it is fine, I guess. Okay, let's copy this directly on the other side. Now, to not really confuse anything, there is no other way to turn a sharp corner other than have this right here. But we can honestly do it right here. Like so. Because then it looks symmetrical, and symmetricality is what it's all about. Now we need the same splitter system here. Like so. However, we got a sand block here. Potentially screwing with us. No, that's fine. Now, we have effectively, I think, quadrupled our... Yes, we went from 120 to 480 copper, so we have a lot more production available to us now. And I might actually extend this copper base here. But I kind of want to bring some of the production back into regular base, which still needs a name, by the way. Because this is now output directly. That's nice. However, now is the question, do I smart split this and do I sync it? That's the question. I technically don't have the belt power to sync both of these. I have the belt power soon-ish. So if I were to smart split it, it would be the most sensible option to smart split it here. Quickly grab myself a crafty bench. Quickly grab myself a crafty bench, and I cannot build an AI limiter because I'm out of rods. So, okay. This will be all removed once we hit the iron. Oh, why can't I build an AI limiter? Why can't I build an AI limiter? Why can't I build an AI limiter? What is missing? AI limiter is missing copper sheets. I am missing copper. Not happened in 8. Grab a copper sheet, and now we can build ourselves some AI limiter. And then we need to take a look at the doggos because it's been a while. Now let's grab some AI limiters. We need them anyhow, so might as well build some. Might as well build some. So 11 should be fine for now. Now it's bothering me that I can only connect to the other base via the basement. I kind of really want to connect to the other bases via the main stage. So that will happen later. For now, I need to modernize all of the buildings and get them ready for the newest upgrades. Hey, 5 power shots. That's very good of you, Doggo. So, let's go down here. Let's finish up this, build sink in there, and then sink most of the stuff. So let's build a sink in here. So we need an awesome sink. Gonna grab the sink and we're gonna put the sink to here. Sink is pretty tall though. That will be interesting to roof. I'll just probably not care. Just roof it very simply. Now we need an AI smart splitter. Now we smart split this one. We give this a little bit more room so it is visible. We give this a little bit more room so it's visible, like so. And left side, this will be copper ingot. Left is overflow. Straight is copper ingot. Right side is overflow. Now we overflow both of them to the left. I want to have it symmetrical, so I'm gonna Do it like so. Gonna grab this a little higher. You can... Wait, you can build it on top of these? Oh no, it just looks like we can build it on top of it, but it is actually connecting to this outlet. Okay. So I want to get this one straight, because this one will conveyor straight into this one, and this one will conveyor straight into this one. Which means that this one will conveyor straight on this one, and this will conveyor straight on this one, and this one on this one, then straight down here. We're gonna connect. Conveyor belt is too long. No biggie, because I was forgetting a door. Or forgotten a door here. Now we conveyor straight down here. Straight down here. And now we conveyor straight into there. And that would lead now into the base. Great. This is all clipping. This will be removed at a later stage. So let's grab a little bit more steel, because I'm low on steel. I'm low on steel. Grab a few more. Steel also needs to be modernized, but steel will get the encased iron iron ingots. So that will happen once we have done the iron base. So for now we are modernizing this one right here. Now we merge this once again. Now we merge this once again into this. We merge this once again. We take this just too high. This just one regular high. And now we put this into here. Put this into here. And now these guys are merging their overflow into the merger. These guys have a funky little belt going on. Like so. This is a... What the hell is happening? This too steep? Does this not work? Aha, there we go. They flow into here, they flow into here, and this flows into the sink itself. And these guys flow into the base. Now, we need power here, which means we need to bring... We need to bring glass here, because we want to build a roof. Let's see. How can I make this look nice? I actually don't want to have it clipping here. I actually don't want to have it clipping. How can I make this? I don't want to have it clipping. So. I don't want to have it clipping like. I don't really have another choice. How can I make this look nice without being terrible? Because we have this one here. We have this one here that's not clipping. This one's clipping just a tiny bit, which already bothers me, but I think it's fine looking. Walls, we want to have the inverted 2 meter. I'm missing concrete. I need to get the... need to find Mercer spheres. I need to go to a travel episode. I need to specifically go for Mercer spheres. The inventory not refilling is making me go crazy. That is copper via. We should probably know. Alrighty. So this goes here. Which goes here again, which goes here again. Like so. Look, I don't look how this looks, but there is no half window. There is no half window in this game so far. So I have to build a regular wall here. Like so. Yeah, this is the best that I can do. Best I can do. Now, this right here is a little difficult. I actually wanna do it like so. Wanna get rid of these walls. Now I wanna get to height. To height. Like so. Regular 2-meter wall. Regular 2-meter wall. Can't barely see anything because of the conveyor belts. I should have not built them yet. Like so. Now this needs another window, like so. Now this needs a too high. This needs to be regular window because this is stepping down. So I want this to step down. Two meter. 2 meter. I need to go to the outside. I can't do that from the inside. I'm a little bit too blind if I do this from the inside. So, much better view. So, okay, much better view. Now I take this to number 2. Number 2. Like so, and I fell down. Woohoo, great. Great. Alrighty, I want to give this now a roof, and I want to give this a roof. Like so. Looks silly. Glass roof. Now I want to arch up by 2. Arch up by 2. Flat roof it once again. Now I want to arch it down by 2. Great. I want to arch it. I need to look it from the other side. Arch it down ever so neatly. Flat roof. And I think flat roof it is, because it just looks nicer this way. Alrighty, now we have a tunnel. Now let's see how that tunnel looks. Not too bad. This is obviously not closed yet. So... like so. Let's get the inverted wall ramp. Like so. Wonderful. Now we need to bring power over. Now we need to bring power over. This is already wired up. This is a double output, so I'm just gonna put myself a double output on each corner. Not necessary, really. Honestly, not necessary. Let's just output on one side. Let's just output on one side. Like so. Let's wire everything up. Wonderful stuff, because this is now also walkable, which is very, very important to that every base is walkable. Very, very important to. Now let's check if the energy is flowing. Let's see if the energy is flowing. And it is, so it is wonderfully connected. And now let's connect this entire shenanigans with each other. So, wall outlets. First, we need to bring it... I don't want to have it clipping over the windows. The first things first, we need to bring it over the windows, because I don't actually want to see any cables. Like so. That's all fine and dandy and good. Connect everything. Build another power outlet. What's wrong? Let's connect everything. Fine, well, and dandy. And now let's connect this. This should power up immediately. Can't tell. But everything seems to power up nicely. Everything seems to power up nicely. Can't see shit. Too much smoke. Wonderful. Which means we have 8 green lights. We have 8 green lights. This thing should be operational, and it is. Which means all of the overflow, once these guys are stopped, should head into here. So once this guy is stopping, that means this one should engage. And it is stopping right now. That means this one should engage now. And there it is. And now we're taking all of the overflow. We're taking every single thing, all of the overflow into here. Now this is more than the overflow can handle. The overflow actually cannot handle the output of this. Which is fine. That is totally fine. It's just a provisional overflow so that something is actually overflow. Let's finish this building up. I'm just not gonna bother hiding this thing. I'm just gonna make a nice little roof and move on. On a roof. Let's see if I can build it like so. Let's do a single corner roof. A single corner roof is just plenty. For this, a single corner roof is just plenty. Now let's flat it and move on to the next base. Alrighty, move on. Let's move on to the next base. Now, I would like to add a door here, really, because I don't have many doors currently available in my bases. Let's add a door here and, you know, so we can actually walk in here and stuff. Okay, but this is working. This is going at full tilt, which is expected. So that at least something is like overflowing and going there. Okay. Everything here is working, so everything here is now here. So they're waiting here until we turn it into the base. For now, we don't need any materials whatsoever. So we can just simply move on, not care about the production side currently, because I want to care about this first, which means upgrading this mess as well. So we need a few more miners for this. One, to be exact. But we need a few more. No, we have exactly the Indo beams that we need. So let's get ourselves an equipment, grab another miner. Because I am now also improving the iron facility, because the iron facility is currently only 2 out of 3, which I don't want. I want 3 out of 3. So this will also be improved right now, because this one is quiet. Can't have that. Can't have that. I need to move everything. So everything here will move one step. So this entire thing needs to move. The miner Mark IIs. And we're actually missing a portable miner. So let's quickly get ourselves an equipment shop. Get another miner out. So. Miner. Do these guys need... Yes. They do need this. So let's copy the settings. Paste, paste. And everything here needs to be deleted. Everything needs to be moved. We'll do that in 3 minutes. Right back. Tomorrow. Nice. My stuffing is... Oh, very cool. Let's delete almost everything. Delete, delete, delete. Let's delete this. We need to delete almost everything, because I am not happy how this currently looks. So yeah. Let's upgrade these things first. Now we need a conveyor wall. However, I will get my conveyor wall up because this is so much iron we have to deal with. We need to probably sky everything. So let's get it done. So this needs to go down, reverse, and go down here. Reverse and go down here. So now we need to connect these boyos completely here. Now we have 240, which equals 720 iron. So we have 720 iron we need to take care of. That is a lot of stuff and no idea what to do with it. Absolutely no clue what to do with it. This is so much iron. I have no idea what to do with it. And here's the kicker. Not only is this way too much iron that we know what to do with, here is the exact same amount of iron again. So there's even more here that I don't know what to do with. So we have this one right here, this one right here, and there is another one right there. So we have this exact same amount of iron again here. So in theory, we have 1,440 iron here that I don't know what to do with. I most likely will transport something here and build something here because this is way too much stuff. So this, all of it needs to be removed. All of this needs to go. This was temporary so we can get the base up and running, but all of this needs to go. This needs to be very much redesigned completely from scratch. This needs to be redesigned completely from scratch. So what do we have here? Let's remove all of this. Let's remove... no. We are actually removing too much. So let's remove it like... Okie dokie, so... Right. The base needs to be repowered as well. So we repower the base at some point, but this is when we change out all of the machinery. Once we change out all of the machinery, we will also phase out the electricity, because the electricity currently is bad. So, good. Now let's get this on the road. We need this right here. Then we need the conveyor belt system right here, because they will be connected downstream here. So they will be connected downstream here. So they will be connected downstream there. So now the problem arises of how the hell am I going to build the smeltery system? How the hell am I going to build that smeltery system? Because since I have 3 lines to worry about, I cannot really parallel it. Kinda have to make it like 3 lines. So let's go 8 smelters and let's see where it takes us. This is a little bit too far, so let's go here. And let's have it... It's looking better if I do it like this. So let's have 8 smelters. Copper ingots, so configure this smelter. Copy it. That is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 now here. So 1, we have 8 now here. So I'm gonna remove 2 lines. Gonna remove 2 lines. Smeltery. Step it 1 step back. 1. Operating. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now this is enough space to do stuff still. So we need 3. We technically need 3. 3 per. Let's get this all merged. Let's get this all merged. Let's merge it down here. So now we have used half of it. So we have merged half of it. We've merged. So I have the feeling that I don't have the space now. Not enough space for Fismus gift. Well, that is... Oh, what's this crate for? This can all be removed. Let's clear the inventory out. Let's quickly clear out the inventory like so, so we have a little bit more work with. I'm not really worried about the back. I'm worried about this line right here. Because I don't actually want to expand further in this direction. This, however, closed off perfectly to 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 5 platforms. So we need 5 platforms, and this perfectly had 8 on it. I will concede that I could parallel this and to one side, because but now this is like looking nicely in line with the building. I kind of want it to be nicely looking in line with the building. That just looks nice. That just looks very nice. But if we go 10 paces down there, that might actually take up a little bit too much space. So we might have to move the elevator, which is fine. Is fine. Let's go 10 paces in this direction. And since Zoop is 10, this brings us to here, which we would be clipping a mine. We would be clipping a mine like that. I'm fine with that since we're not blocking it. We're only clipping it. I'm actually fine with that. Because this thing right here, if we mine this open, and we place down a miner, this is actually not clipping at all currently, which is very, very good. So let's take it over here. Take it over here. Like so. This is now 10 paces, which means if I plant down 16 smelters, it should perfectly align. So let's plant down 16 smelters. 1. Can't do that because I'm missing material. This one needs to change as well. So this merger needs to be turned. Like so. Because this one is the outlet that we will join in with the base then. Now I need something to drink, so I'll be right back. Last of the Woodberry homebrew. Today's last day. So. Perfect. Tastes perfect. Alright. So, we need material. Woodberry is so good. So let's get some material. It is getting lower, as we can see. It is getting lower, but again, this will be redesigned. I might just make another building and get the production to the other building and just use this building as my storage and just get the production out of here. But that is why I'm redoing the entire basis, so we can easily go from there. Let's clear out all of the base production, and then we have the machining maybe somewhere else. I like seeing these machines here, but for the amount of stuff that is probably being produced, it's not viable. So, let's plonk down 16 smelters. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. That was offline. Yep, that was offline. I did not count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Works perfectly on the line. Wonderful. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Perfect alignment. Wonderful stuff. Perfect alignment. Wonderful stuff. Now, we need to make a merger system. So let's make a merger system. This one needs to look forward, so that is 1. Two, 3, 4, 5 off center. 5, 6, 7, 8. This one needs to turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wonderful. Now, we have these ones who are outsiders, so these go outside. Let's just plonk down one of these things, so we know. We need to remove them later because they're not aligned correctly. But we just need to know where to put my stuff. So, 1, 2, connected like so. Honestly, let's just do it like so, because this is more efficient if I do it like so. Because everybody needs to be connected this way anyhow. Let's just connect it like so. Technically, we can actually make a blueprint like this. Okay, now let's connect the sides. This will not be connected. This will be connected. And now we need a wall system. Now we need a wall system so we can make the right conveyor wall height. Okay, so now we need a wall system. Now we need walls so we can stack these just nicely. However, we need to smart split every single one of these. So every single one of these will be smart split. So let's see. You're the one, right? I think you're the one, yes. So you're number 8, so you need a smart splitter. Because again, we want to split the axis. Want to split the axis, like so. Let's have it be somewhat close. Let's do it on the line here. Do it on the line. So. So how are we gonna configure these? I think we're gonna configure these as follows. We're gonna take the forward to the wall, and we're gonna take the side to one of the sinks. And technically this is way too much for everything. So we're gonna build 3 sinks and call it a day. Let's build the sinks. Now, do the sinks have space? They do not. They do not have space in here. So we will not sink it now. For now. For now, let's just do it. Oh, this is not a smart splitter. Oh, this is a conveyor splitter. Shit. Done the wrong thing. Mod splitter. There we go. Mod splitter. Now this is the right thing. This is the right thing. We might just move the sink to somewhere else, but we need 3 sinks, which I want to build. Because this is a massive amount of energy that I will be using. So, basic wall system. So this is not the idealist height, so I will just simply do it. So it's not the best of the best, but it is fine. Like. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 5 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. That is now a 5er window as well. I'm being attacked. Oh no. Now we need a window system. Yeah, hit me. I don't care. Make some windows. Oh. Give this an extremely simple roof as well, because we just want to be done with this. Now, this right here will be another... Oh, we still haven't done the back. Right, we still haven't done the back. Righty-ho, we still haven't done the back. I will do the back before I build the wall, or I will have trouble lining stuff up. The back will be a little bit of an issue. The back will be a little bit of an issue. I will incorporate this line into the building itself. Otherwise, I can't do it nicely. If I incorporate this, this is looking totally, absolutely fine. So let's just incorporate it like so. So now we need to find the middle line. So we have one line here. So. And it is 1, 2, 5 here. Yes. Okie dokie. But as usual, since this is clipping through a rock, I don't actually want to have anything clipping through that rock, which is a window. So I'll just move this. No, I'll keep it like this. Do it like so. This can go. However, having the rock inside of the building might actually look pretty cool. Might actually look pretty dope. Creature is in the way. Who's in the way? Who's in the way? Hello? Who's in the way? Oh well. It's down here. Here. And get this over here. Now, do I want this walkable? It would be nice if it were walkable, but well, who cares, right? So now we need the same system that we're gonna build over there for this side, only it is a splitter system. So now we need a splitter system. Nothing smart about this, just going to Splitter Town. And we will give it this space. So this is the only one that goes into this way. This one will turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we need this right here. We need the input, which is this one, and 4 steps up. 1, 2, 1, 2. This one right here will be 2 steps up. 1, 2. This one right here will be 1 step up. Like so. Now here's the problem. This is already 4 steps up. So we need to bring it down here. I don't want it to be down here though, so need to figure out how to do it. I could probably just like move it up and slant it up. Can I just slant it up? I could just slant it up. Now does that look good? That's the question. Probably not. Because this is already reaching the ceiling. This is already reaching the ceiling. So that sucks. Because this one's easy. This one just goes in here. That one's easy. If I take this one here though. Take this one. No, this also just... let's line up the others first. Let's just line up the others first, so I have a little bit of thinking time. I think the only way to properly do is to split up the belts. How will I do it? How will I do it? Because I want to have it look nice. If I were to bring the conveyor belts to the bottom, that would work. However, I would be kind of closing myself off here. I would be kind of closing this walking space, which I don't want. Now, I could just bring it over here. Could just bring it over here. That would solve the issue. I could just bring it over here and that would solve the issue. But just bring it over here. That solves the issue entirely. Now that solves the issue entirely. So, production. Actually, I need handy dandy foundation. So. I need it to be down here. Because that solves the problem immediately. That solves the problem immediately. Which is what we need to do. So. That is why I didn't want to do it like so. I need to turn this one. Need to turn this one like so, because otherwise the curve doesn't fit. Right. Like so. Like here. So, like here. And then like so. Like here. Now we connect these towards here. Now we connect these towards here. And that looks fine, I guess. And now we can easily... Now we can easily do one to the left, 2 steps up, 2 steps up. So 1, 2, 1, 2. And now they can flow ever so nicely in parallel. Why is this not doable and straight? Thank you. Now this now flows ever so nicely. So we put it... I think this is too high. Yeah, this is too high. This is parallel. Yep, this is parallel. This is parallel too. No, this is flowing it down. Like so. This one now flows nicely into this one. Now we can take this one over here. Obviously see that it is parallel. See that it is parallel, which it is not. Let's see that it is parallel. It's binding through the rock, but I don't give a damn, guys. And now we have this nice flowing river of iron. Very cool. And now every machine is fed, technically. Now we need to bring power over here. And we need to bring it back. However, since we now have our triple system here, we can get our triple system here. Now here's the issue. We have 3 conveyor belts here, but it is on the 2nd level. Remember, we need this to be on the lower level. Now we need to figure out this part. Now we need to figure out this part. I think this is not too terrible to figure out, because we will just simply be a little dirty cheater. We'll be a little dirty cheater. And we'll just simply do it like so. And we just align it and curve it nicely like so. We just curve it like so. We'll just make a nice curve like this. Why is this not connecting? Thank you. We'll just do it like so. And then we remove this. And now we have it nicely curved. And now we bring it over here and bibbidi bobbidi boop. So now we do the exact same. Which means we now take it from here and curve it. Which also means we just need this to be here. Delete this. We'll curve it into this one and then just connect it over there. The little but it is fine. But this is not the way to do it. So I need to put it... to the side. So we need to side output it, or we just simply look into this direction. 1, 2 steps. 1, 2, 1, 2. And now we take this one right here, have it straight, and now we take the minimum possible angle, which this is most likely it. So this is the minimum possible angle. Let's go it to the window frame. So now we need the minimal possible angle, which again is the window frame. Here, the minimum possible angle, which again is the window frame. Like so. Now we take this one and have a nice long connection over here. Make sure that it is parallel and it looks parallel. We take this one over here. Make sure that it is looking parallel. It is not. Parallel like so. From here to here. Make sure, obviously, it's parallel. It is. Now we just bring it over to here. Now, I'm not a fan on how this is clipping, so we will... we'll bring this along a little bit. Like so. Now, this conveyor belt is too steep. This is curved. This is default. So we need to go one step backwards. Go one step backwards, like so. Because now it is straight, but it is clipping. But let's do a little trick. We go from here and connect this. Because this is now curving differently. We can take it. Now this one will receive here. Let's do this trick again. Now this curves differently, like so. And now this looks pretty nice. This looks pretty nice. Now we just delete this thing, and now all of the conveyor belts are nicely worked. Wonderful. And now we need to bring power into it. Now we need to bring power into this bish. Now, since we need to bring power into this bish, I'm gonna close this hole now. And I'm gonna open right here. Gonna open right here. So we have a little walkthrough here. We're gonna copy this window. Now let's just go zoop zoop. So. Now, roofing wise, I think the answer is pretty simple. 4 down, curve it, done. But for that, I would like to get on top of things so I can see a little bit better. So I think this is pretty simple. Bish bosh bosh. 4 down. 4 down. Flat. Flat. Wall ramp 4 meters. Obviously, I have to build the last one wrong. So. Now everything here is connected. Wonderful. Simple roof. One corner. Just one. One is fine. Would actually get this one a little bit higher, right? No, it's correct. It's completely fine the way. We don't need this to go any higher. We need regular roofing. A zoopy. Zoop over there. Zoop over there. Corner. Oh, it changed in the last second. Like so. Like so. Flat roof. Because it's simple and cheap and we want to get moving. We're actually almost out of silica. This is now done too. Now we still need to power everything, but that's totally easy. We'll remove this thing. Next we're gonna tackle the almighty concrete factory. That's the next thing we're gonna tackle. And then we need to tackle probably power at some point because we're scaling up so badly. We're getting pretty close to our power limit at some point, I think. So, yeah, we're gonna build another building, push it over there and get the production over here. So the production will go there, most likely. Let's get power into here. Now this is a double outlet, so the double outlet needs to go here. We just need one double outlet, really. Now we need one outlet to go here. Which means we need a single outlet up here because we want to bring power to the roof and we only need it on this side. So let's bring power over. We only need it on this side, really. There's a lot of machines here, but if we go 2 steps each power outlet, we should be totally fine. Now, this outlet is not really visible. So, is it visible if I want to connect something to it? No, not. So we need to build one here. It's a little offline, but there's a rock in the way, so we kind of don't. Alrighty, I need a power outlet there because my elevator is over there. Elevator! Put the elevator over there. So, let's connect everything. Most importantly, we need to bring the miners online first. I'm not a fan of how long this line is, so let's get a power outlet and make it here and make it... Where is it? Is it on the corner? It's on the corner. Make it here. Now, if an electrical engineer would look at this, would probably go like, are you nuts? But yeah. So this is connected. So everything here should have power, which means if we do this, all 3 of these bad boys should be receiving power. And all 3 of them should be producing a flow of iron. Wonderful. Wonderful. Everything is flowing ever so nicely, except this one. Because this one does not have its upgraded speed yet. And now it is flowing ever so nice. Wonderful. Good. Now let's connect all of the smelters. And then the smeltery for iron is done as well. Very good. Now we don't need this platform because it's curving already here. Everything's cool. Let's connect the beast machines. So let's connect everything. Let's connect everything. I want to jump here so I can see everything. Now, power outlet wise, I think it is enough. Now, the reason we have built so many smelters is that they don't need power shards, because we currently don't have unlimited power shards. We can't really, like, get everything power charged up. So that is why we have so many copies. Okay. That means every single machine should be running. Which also means that every single machine should be outputting my steel ingots, and we're already backed up with the steel ingots. But would you look at that? That's how it needs to look, yo. Alrighty, we now have 720 steel ingots available to us. Very good. We now have a 720 steel ingots available to us, so steel ingots is also modernized. Great. Now we need to modernize the last base production, which will be the concrete. Great. So let's move on. And let's move on by destroying this right here, because we don't need this anymore. And I don't need to produce anything currently, so we can just simply remove all of it. So let's remove all of this. Alrighty. Wonderful. Now this is cleaned up as well. Cool. Get rid of the inventory stuff. Alright, looks pretty good. Let's see what the doggos have. Clear out the inventory, and then we go concrete. Only useful stuff so far. We can sink this. Now, speaking of sinking, what am I sinking right now? I am sinking this. Now, how much reanimated SAM is already here? Ooh. We should get into crafting reanimated SAM pretty soon. If we have an AFK moment. Let me quickly check something. Why am I alright? Am I stuck? Am I alright? Mean. Okay. So, clear out inventory just a tiny bit. Let's clear out inventory just a tiny bit so I can do more stuff. So let's do more stuff. Get this cleared out. This over here. Get this over here. The purple Schlug can go in here. The Nobber can go in here. Let's make a few more miners in case I need them. Now we have a few more miners. Inventory looks semi-okay. I need more frames, I think. There. Beams. Now let's get some frames. They're still hard on producing. They're almost done with the frames though. It's pretty cool. So now let's battle the concrete battle. The concrete battle is pretty annoying to deal with. So let's see, let's battle the concrete battle. Because concrete is one of those recipes that just never aligns perfect. It just never aligns perfect. So let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. So, first of all, this needs to go. We need to make this prettier. This is still flowing, so let's block the flow for now. Let's upgrade this guy to level 2. Let's upgrade this guy to level 2. And let's give him this. However, this is one of those rare cases where 270 is actually the better number. This is one of those rare cases where 270 is actually the right number. Now, this is not big enough to do anything. So we need to bring it over here. Which means we are selling this. Let's kill it. Let's kill everything here. Let's remove everything. Let's remove everything. Let's remove everything. Now the miner itself, I think, can stay the way it is, because I think we will take it with an elevator and elevate it to wherever we need it. Now constructors need one entire block, so we need 2 entire blocks. However, we need 6 constructors, if I recall correctly. So we need 6 constructors. So, let's build 1 and do math. Let's build 1, do some math. So 45 per minute. So 45 per minute. If we go 6 times 45, we go to 270. So we need 6 of them exactly. So let's build 6 of them. So 6 consties. Because again, I don't want to deal with any power sharding here. I just want to have the building itself. Now it's limestone. Now we copy it. Like so. Now we have 6 buildings. Now we have 6 buildings. So let's get rid of the power poles because we will make this prettier. Let's get rid of the power poles here as well. We'll make this way different. Make this way different. And now we need to bring items over there. We need to bring items over there and split it out, which is pretty easy. We'll take a splitter. We'll make it pretty close to here because I need some space. We need some space. Like so. Now we connect everything. Have I... Oh, why is this already... Oh, this connected wrong. Okay. This connected wrong. I don't like doing it like that. I don't like having the connections so close to the constructor. But in this case, I kind of am forced to do it. So, now let's connect it longwise. Alrighty, so this is now connected. This is great. So now we need this guy looking into this direction. This guy is a little bit too high, I think. I think the height is not really perfectly alignable. We go from here, make it straight, and yeah, the line is not perfectly alignable, but this now distributes into all of these guys. Wonderful stuff. And this gives me the option. To merge it over here. But before we merge it, let's do the wall system. Let's make this pretty. This is floaty. I don't like floaty stuff. You guys know that. I don't like my base being floaty. I think floaty bases look bad. And everybody who uses them should be ashamed of themselves. I don't like floating bases. Now here we do a door. Here we do a door and we do a conveyor belt. And just like the other places, we're gonna do a tunnel. Just like the other bases, we're gonna do a tunnel. So this goes here. Now I actually don't know the proper length of this, so let's calculate it. There's 4, 8, 12. So let's do it differently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 blocks. So 7 blocks is the maximum. So after 7 blocks, we need 1 door. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This works out nicely. However, this is a 4 ramp. We don't like 4 ramps these days. So we will delete the 4 ramp and build a 2 ramp. However, we will build a 2 ramp once we need to take a turn. So... and we need to take a turn here. Now this is a 4 ramp. Nothing we can do about it. This is in the style of the building. However, what we can do is we can have 1 extra block to have a nice little curve. So now we zoopy like so, and this is actually not working. So we zoop 4 meter like so, and this is now working. Wonderful. We need to have another door here, another set of door here, and another set of door here. And now we do a door here. We do a door here. Here, and we bring the stuff here. What is this power system? I think this power system... Now I see that my entire upper base is no longer powered. I see that my entire upper base is no longer powered, so let's quickly fix that. We can easily fix that if I just do a superfluous line up there. That will connect everything. Let's just connect it to this wrongly. Just build it wrongly. Let's just go down here. Let's take this one. Quickly connect it to this. Now this brings every machine back online. This brings every machine back online. They're currently empty, which is nice. That means I can move stuff around later. But now everything is connected again. Which means this can be disconnected. This can be disconnected. This can be disconnected. This can be disconnected as well. They're no longer necessary. Now the conveyor room is looking nice. This room is specifically only for conveyor belt. Now, quick copy. Like so. Now, how much concrete will I be producing? Let's calculate. I will be producing less than 300. In fact, I will be producing not a lot. I will be producing 30. I will be producing 90 concrete. So 1 is definitely enough. 1 is definitely enough. So let's merge. Merge to here. So let's merge. And I totally misaligned this one. So. Now I wanted to build the wall system before I did the conveyor belt. Didn't, because I'm a genius. Okie dokie. Now we bring this up to this level, which is easy. Just a simple elevator pointing towards this direction. Giving this a straight. And having it look like this. Wonderful. Now let's bring this over here immediately. Because we need more steel anyhow, so let's spend the amount of steel that we have. I unfortunately don't have any berries with me, so I can't get that doggo. Might as well grab some berries once we return. We go over here. Bring this here, and this is... conveyor belt is too steep. Oh well. Wonderful. Like so. Right, let's get some steel, let's get some berries so we can get that doggo captured. That would be... Doggo Elle? I think that's Doggo Elle. Yeah, that's Doggo Elle. Grab some berries because that's Doggo Elle. Yep, that's Doggo Elle. Speaking of berries, I still have a few. Let's grab ourselves Doggo Elle. In case we still see him. Oh, that was the Birdo. I think Doggo Elle has beard. This doesn't bode too well. Where the hell is Doggo Elle? I think Doggo Elle is captured. Adopted. Oh well. That's putting it nicely. There it is. Let's grab ourselves a small little ramp. Let's grab Doggo Elle. No! Eat the berries! You son of a bitch. Thank you. There you go. That is Doggo Elle. Doggo Elle. That is Doggo Elle. There we go. There is a huge rock we need to blast away, but not while we have Doggo Elle with us, obviously. Yep. Yep. There's a rock in here. I would like to blast these rocks, however they are quite close to the Doggo farm. This one I can blast, but these rocks are quite close to the Doggo farm, which I'm a bit scared about. So I'm not using the boom booms for this currently. Let's get Doggo Elle in here. There we go. Doggo Elle is in the base. Base! Such a Tim Curry fan. Alrighty, so let's burst this rock open. Like so. Let's copy this thing. This clips into the wall. Shit, it needs to go. Didn't want to explode it, but it needs to go. Like so. Get them here. Get them here. Here. Now, let's finish up this building. Now, style-wise, which style are we going for? Let's go the more modern style for this one. Let's get the more modern style out. Aha, this is not connected yet. This is not connected yet. Go. Calling it modern style, there's nothing modern about it. It's just a different style of alternating walls, windows. There's nothing modern about it. That is only a single one. Need to bring it here. So. Interesting. Ah, right. Right. Windows. So there's still the roof missing, but we'll figure that out pretty soon. Now I would love if they would introduce the Valheim structural system in this, but that would be too tedious most likely for the developers to implement. So I would love for the Valheim building in it, because I do like having it like structural sound and having to work around that, and like having the not ability, but necessity to make it look realistic. That is what I would like to have, but not realistic, really. But yeah, that would be cool. Getting the Valheim stuff here, that would be cool. Now I'm just reminded that if I would have moved the entire base one step to the right, we could have made this straight. But it's fine. It's fine. Now I will quickly save scum. I will quickly save scum. I will make a save and test out if I can boom the bottom. If I can't, I'll reload the save. If I can, I'll just keep it. It should be fine, honestly. The distance is way too high. Let's see if the doggos are simply surviving this. They should. Yeah, no problem. No problem. And now the base is clean of rocks. Very good. Very good. This is not completely roofed. We had a mishap when it came to glass. Is that correct? Yeah. Flat roof it is now. So. Now we need to bring power and all of that is jasmine rice over here. So let's finish up this. This is where the angle is happening. Where the angle is happening. Like so. Oh, this is clipping in here. Sadness, Everdeen. Can't keep it. Like so. I'm actually fine with this being one step further out, because that means I can easily take the bend for the conveyor belt. So Now I need to get windows in here. How the hell am I going to... I'm gonna do it like so. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. That means I need a 2-meter wall over here. 2-meter wall over here. Then we need to go inverted 2-meter wall. Inverted 2-meter wall, and now regular 2. Arabelle is making this very difficult. Like so. Let's get the windows up in here, up in here, up in here. Then we need a 4-meter. No. 4-meter, flat roof, flat, flat, flat. Now we need to get walls in here. This doesn't need any walls. This in here. And now we need a 4-meter ramp wall over here. And now this tunnel is done. So this tunnel is done. Great job, me. Great job. This doesn't look that great, but it is fine in the context of everything. This tunnel is now done as well. Now we need to bring power over here. Now we need to have our mission of power. Then the concrete is done too. I hope you can get out. I hope you're smart enough to get out. You're smart enough to get out? Hey, look at you go. Good job. What are you guys doing here? Okay, we need to bring power out here. That should be rather easy. Power double, power double, power double, power double, double. Why have I chosen the side with the conveyor belt? Makes it just infinitely more difficult. Why are you back inside? Now we need to corner over there. So wall outlet regular. We need to corner here. Like so. Now let's connect it. Power here. Power here. Make a nice corner. Why have I chosen the conveyor belt side? It makes it infinitely more complex to do it. That is a long bend. A very long bend. So, up in here, up in here. We need power, I say, on this side. Because on this side is every power outlet, right? No, it's on this side, actually. We might do roof power on this one. We might do roof power on this one. We might do roof power on this one. Now we're not gonna connect this one because I want to see if everything powers up at once. Now this guy goes here. Now you go here, 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 and here, here. Now if I connect this, everything should power on. And everything powers on. Wonderful. Concrete. Done. Which means all of the base resource production is now done. Which means we are prettying up tomorrow the base because it's all clock. This game just eats time like crazy. Game just eats time. And I don't know if I should move my material to another building. If I move everything to another building, I have more space to work with. If I do it here, it will get very cramped. Honestly, I want to have my storage in this room. I want to have my mega storage in this room right here, along with the doggos. I want to have the doggo pen, and I want to have my storage here. So I might just, you know, take it to a different building. I might just take it to a different building. I might just take it to a different building. Ha 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 ha, there's a walkway. Haha. Okay, I can't do this. I might just take it to a different building. Also, the doggos need a new pen. This is just a temporary pen that I placed here in the middle. Your ammo. Why not just simply put my ammo in here? Personal storage. Take. Storage. Take. Put in here. Ammo back in business. Can be deleted now. Stuff. Delete. 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 So, I think I will move all of this into a different building. I think so. I think I will move all of this into a different building. So I have this building purely as storage. So this is a pure storage building, but these generators will stay here because they are the emergency generator, which is not the case, but is what it is. So, righty, now let's make a little walkway here because I have to. Let's see. How can I make this pretty? How can I make this here? Who cares about pretty? Let's just plonk it down like this. Now obviously this needs to go. Obviously this needs to go. So everything is working ever so nicely. Wonderful stuff. Very, very good. Now this is still bad, but we need to do that the next day. Once this building is moved, that is, this entire building needs to move to another building. So we're gonna build one just like this over there. That we have a walkway because we have to walk over here. And we'll make an entire building that is exactly the same building as this. Or even a little bit different, really. Even a little bit different. And we put all of our production over there. Now what I want to check is if everything is still powered on, because we have moved so much power. We have moved so many power things around that I need to check if everything is still powered. So let's check if everything is still powered. The easy answer is 3600 watts and the energy tower needs to be online. So 3600 watts and the energy tower still needs to be online. Then we're good for now. And the energy tower is still online. We have increased our consumption by a whopping 600 today. And yeah, it looks like that we soon need to upgrade to a production. And this one will be the storage facility. And I want to have the storage basically just like this and spaced out like this, because this looks pretty nice, honestly. And I want to have it spaced like. Alrighty. I think this is pretty good. Let's take a view to the ocean. And I say thank you very much for watching. We're finished for today. Tomorrow I will still be alone. I think the fox is returning on Friday. So tomorrow I'll still be alone. So that means we are going to upgrade more of our base. So we're going to do more base upgrade. So we'll see each other tomorrow. Here, bye-bye.